In this video, I'm gonna reveal Daniel Fazio's, also known as the Cold Email Wizard's, $1 million a month YouTube funnel, including how he creates his YouTube content, his different coaching offers, his landing page, his qualification process, and his pre-call sequence that ensures that every prospect shows up to the call on time and ready to buy. And you can get access to this board by going to the description of this video. Now, you can skip ahead with the video timestamps, but for those who don't know who Daniel Fazio is, he's generated around $20 million online, and he currently runs 3 offers. One is his software company ListKit, his coaching offer Client Ascension that helps agency owners and B2B companies scale, and Olympia, another coaching offer for agencies and B2B companies making over $30,000 a month, and it helps them with their ads. So let's start with his YouTube channel. So there are 4 things every viewer needs to go through in order to go from watching a video to becoming a client. First, they need to click on the video. Then the viewer needs to watch past the intro. The video needs to deliver the value, and finally, the viewer needs to take an action. What determines the click are the thumbnails and the titles. So let's look at his titles. First of all, he makes big claims. So if you look at this, how to scale a marketing agency to 100K a month. So that's a big claim. And because of that, he needs to provide a lot of value in order to deliver. Another one, how to scale an agency to over $100,000 a month with paid ads. So another really big statement. And as you can see, these 2 are really long videos. So he provides a lot of value. The second thing I noticed is that the titles attract high ticket viewers. So for example, how to scale an agency to 100K a month with paid ads. Only agencies that are making probably above $20,000 or $30,000 are starting to make paid ads. So this is not going to attract agencies who are just starting out and trying to figure out how to get clients. Also, how to make $1 million a month using self-liquidating funnels. So obviously a beginner wouldn't know what self-liquidating is. And so this is going to attract businesses who know this terminology and therefore are more advanced. Besides the titles, the thumbnails need to complement the titles. Daniel Fazio makes sure of this by creating curiosity. So for example, let's look at this video. I asked 300 agency owners how they are signing clients. So he complements it very well with this thumbnail because first method is called outreach. Second one is during 100. And the third one, you want to click on the video to know what it is. Also, if you look at this one, 216 booked calls, $221,000 in revenue generated. So this makes you want to click the video to know how you can get these results too. Also, they provide a clear transformation. So for example, 216 booked calls, $221,000 is a clear transformation that the video is going to teach you. And if you look at the overall strategy, Daniel focuses on 2 types of content. So first of all is, let's say, a how-to content, how to scale a marketing agency, how to scale an agency with paid ads, how to make $1 million a month using self-liquidating funnels. And he also uploads client interviews, how I helped Andy reach $100,000 a month, how Davey reached $200,000 a month with ads and funnels, and how he built a $132,000 a month content agency inside Client Ascension. So if you don't know what client interviews are, these are the most powerful way of social proof that you can create for your business, because it shows you've worked with real people, because you make your clients say themselves the results they've got instead of showing just screenshots, and because you can dive deeper into their story, the challenges they were facing before working with you, and the position they are at now. So this is going to be way more compelling for the viewers than just regular screenshots, testimonials, or case studies. After the viewer clicks on the video, he needs to watch the introduction. Daniel Fazio's introductions are amazing because of 3 things. First of all, he makes a clear promise. So whenever you click on the video, for example, how to scale a marketing agency to 100K a month. So as soon as the video starts, he says, in this video, I'm going to show you how to scale your marketing agency to $100,000 a month. So he reinforces the title and lets viewers know that they clicked on the right video and that they're going to get the information that they clicked for. Also, as soon as he makes the promise, he shows social proof. In almost all of his videos, he says he currently makes $1 million a month, and he shows screenshots to back it up, so that viewers know that Daniel is the right person to deliver the information and that he's credible and he knows what he's talking about. And also, his introductions are 30 to 50 seconds long, which is a little bit long, but not too long. After that, the video needs to deliver the value, and Daniel Fazio does this amazingly because Daniel has a unique perspective, and the reason is because he's worked with over 1,000 agency owners and he currently knows what's working in the market. Also, his content is very actionable, so you're not gonna leave his videos without knowing what to do next. And also, he doesn't gatekeep anything. He gives us most value as possible, and he's not afraid to share all of the secrets from the over 1,000 agencies that he's worked with. And his content is really simple. It's just going over a Gamma document. Also, his videos are between 6 and 45 minutes long, which gives viewers a lot of time to spend with Daniel and build a real connection and relationship with him, so that when prospects show up to the call, they are gonna be really warm and they're gonna want to work with Daniel already, compared to cold leads who don't know who are you, what do you sell, and you have to try to sell them on your offer. And finally, the viewer needs to take action. So this is driven by the CTAs and the links in the descriptions. So what Daniel does is, at the end of the videos, he makes the CTA to his offers. So his different offers are: first, client ascension for agencies making below $25,000 a month, and then Olympia, who is for businesses making above $25,000 a month. And also, some of his videos are lead magnet videos, so he includes the lead magnets that people can download for free by giving their email. By the way, if you want to learn how 7-figure agency owners create their YouTube content so you can book ready-to-buy prospects, increase your prices, and dominate your market, go to the description of this video. So his YouTube channel drives traffic to, first, Client Ascension, one of his coaching offers, Olympia, another coaching offer, and also the lead magnets. So let's see the landing page for Client Ascension. First of all, he calls out the target audience, so agencies and B2B companies. So any business that is not an agency or a B2B company is going to immediately click out of the landing page, and so they're not going to book. Also, he makes a clear transformation. Reach $10,000 to $30,000 a month. This is a very clear outcome. And client acquisition systems is the mechanism by which they are gonna reach $10,000 to $30,000 a month. Also, he makes sure to give clear steps. So watch the video below and then schedule a call below and get pricing. So this is a webinar, how to take an agency / B2B business from $5,000 to $15,000 a month all the way to $30,000 a month as fast as possible. This webinar is around 40 minutes long, and at the end of it, he pitches on booking a call. Below this is a very big CTA, schedule a call and get pricing. After that, Trustpilot, social proof, and he spams the client interviews. So there's 4, 8, 12, 16, a CTA, and then more and more case studies and client interviews that they've accumulated through the years. Then more social proof, screenshots of results, and at the end of it is the final CTA. So the framework they use to create their client interviews is really simple but very effective. So here are the questions that they ask. How much revenue were you making when you first joined Client Ascension? So this is gonna paint a picture on the viewer's mind. When was the prospect before joining Client Ascension? Then what is your current revenue now? And what is the result that they got by joining Client Ascension? This is because viewers, what they care the most about is about revenue and how much money can they make by joining the program. After that, some additional questions. How long did it take you to see results and make your investment back? What were your hesitations or doubts before joining? What was the most challenging thing before you joined? What fundamental changes helped you grow your business? What does your typical day look like running your business now? And what are your future goals? What's next for you? When you click on schedule a call, you get to this qualification page with a series of questions you need to answer before booking the call. So first, what's your full name? What's the best email to reach you? What's the best phone number to reach you? What's your website? What type of business are you running? If you run a B2C business that has no B2B verticals, please leave this page as we will not work with you. After that, what is your monthly revenue in your business right now? Then, how many active clients do you have right now? After that, they're gonna decide if you are qualified or not. So if you're disqualified, they let you book the call, but they are probably going to cancel it because you don't meet their criteria. However, if you're qualified, here is how the calendar looks like. So first, you have 7 days ahead to book the call, and there are 15-minute increments for you to book the call. So the more available times you give your prospects, the more likely they are to book a time that works for them, and the more likely they are to show up. After that, because you already answered their questions on the qualification form, you just have to give your name, email, phone number, and if you need to change the meeting time, will you let us know? And you have to mark yes, or they're probably going to cancel the call. Once you book the call, you get to this thank you page. So it says action required. So this is a very strong attention grabber, and it's red. So this is going to make viewers pay attention to this page, which is very important. And then he says, watch this 50-second video before exiting this page. So what this video contains is first asking viewers to accept the invitation that was sent to their email. So this is a calendar invitation that Calendly sends automatically. And he also invites people to scroll down the page and watch the interview videos. Below this video is the results, the client interviews that he also put on his landing page before. Some screenshots, more interviews, and a lot of social proof. Also, immediately after you book the call, the pre-call sequence starts. So first, you get the calendar invitation sent by Calendly automatically that Daniel asks you to accept on the thank you page. Then, 1 minute after booking, you get this email. Important call brief. Daniel here from Client Ascension. Thanks for booking a call. Please click this link for a brief about Client Ascension and updates about your call. So this is a gamma document going over the promise of Client Ascension, the problem, what you're probably experiencing, where you will be after Client Ascension. Then we show you the fastest and most reliable way to scale your business without spending $1 on ads, and then features and benefits. So this is a document going over the purpose of Client Ascension, the promise they make to their clients, the problem they are trying to solve, etc., etc. Then, 3 minutes after you book, you get this email. Hey, just need a minute of your time before our consult call. Hi, name. So you scheduled me for a call reason. Make sure to accept the calendar invite so my assistant won't delete it on accident. If you can see it anywhere, search invitation and consult call in your inbox or spam. The Zoom link is in the invite. Check these resources before the call to make sure this is relevant. So there are 3 things that you need to watch before showing up to the call. First, it's a breakdown of Client Ascension. So this is more like Client Ascension features. This is not like the Client Ascension brief that they send here. This is more like what they get inside Client Ascension. So they say weekly, you're going to get weekly coaching calls, access to the coaches, the community, etc., etc. Then they want you to watch the case studies. They link a playlist on YouTube with all of their client interviews, and they also have a Trustpilot page where you can read their reviews. Then this blueprint Client Ascension protocol. This is a document that they used in the webinar and also the webinar embedded. So what I mean is this document they used in the webinar. So this one, it's that document, and also the webinar itself, it's embedded into the document. After that, it says, if this sounds like a fit, respond to this email with good to go. Talk later, sales rep name. Then 24 hours before the call, you get this email. Reminder, Client Ascension consult with sales rep. Hey name, wanted to send over a reminder that your Client Ascension consult call with us is at 9 a.m. Date, here's exactly how the program is structured. So this is again the features of Client Ascension, the coaching calls, the access to the coaches, the community, etc. Then some social proof. We've helped over 600 companies by building them scalable client acquisition systems. That starts with having an offer that can close cold traffic, having world-class lead generation, and a dialed-in sales process. Beyond that, we make sure our clients have their operations set up in a way that allows them to keep scaling. We can confidently say this because our coaches have scaled their own businesses to multiple 7 figures. Something that will help with each part of the process is having a personal brand. Not one that takes years to build, but one where you can use sales assets to grow a targeted following and close your first inbound deals in a matter of months, not years. To watch a few of our success stories, check out our YouTube library here. They link to the playlist with the client interviews. And then talk to you soon, sales rep. After that, you get an email 1 hour before the call. So you get this one, a reminder. It is the same reminder that they sent before. And also you get this one, Client Ascension 1 hour reminder for our call. Hey name, as a reminder, our call is in 1 hour. You should have received an email invite with the subject line, please read this before our call. If you haven't confirmed that invite yet, be sure to do so before the call so you can easily find the Zoom link. We'll be meeting at 9 a.m. If you've already confirmed that invite, you're all set. I'm looking forward to the call. And that's the last email before the Zoom call starts. After 10 minutes of no show, you get this email. Replying to this email that was sent 3 minutes after booking. So they're replying to that email and they say, Hey name, looking like a no-show from you today. If scaling your business is a main priority, use this link to reschedule. So that's all for the sales process. After that, you get added to the regular value emails to the newsletter where you're gonna get weekly emails from Daniel. Besides Client Ascension, he also promotes Olympia, which is the other coaching offer. He directs people to this case study. It says how we spent $6,000 a day on ads and profitably acquire 120 clients per month. They show a picture and a CTA to watch the case study. So this is a webinar funnel. They ask people to opt in with their name, email, and phone number. And after that, they can watch the webinar and finally submit their application in order to book a call. So I'm not gonna go deeper into this, but it's probably very similar of a funnel to this one. You get to the thank you page, social proof, and then the pre-call sequence. And he also promotes the lead magnets. So this is how one of his lead magnets look like. So it says free download, 15 AA prompts for B2B content creation, a simple image, and a CTA. Click to download. So this is a two-step opt-in. They don't immediately tell you to put your name and email. They first ask you to click on the button and then you can fill with your information, full name, email address, and phone number. And finally, you can download the prompt. After you download the lead magnet, three things happen. First, you can immediately go to the lead magnet, whatever it is, a document or a ChatGPT prompt, whatever it is. Also, you get an email sequence, and also you get contacted by one of their appointment setters. So this email sequence goes like this. First, they send you the lead magnet through email, 15 AA prompts for B2B content creation. Hey Fabrizio, Daniel here. You just opted in to get my 15 AA prompts for B2B content creation. Click here link to access the document with the prompts. So this is the lead magnet. Then it says, number one, you have to use Cloud to make it work. All of the prompts have to occur in the same chat session. So this is some advice for people to make it work. And then whenever you're done with that, make sure you watch this video. So this is the landing page with the webinar for Client Ascension. After that, you get this email. I made $1 million in a month. Hey Fabrizio, a bit ago you opted into my lead magnet for 15 AA prompts for B2B content creation. So this email is automated. So he has different lead magnets and he only changes the names depending on what lead magnet you download. Then he says, which probably means you sell a B2B offer or run an agency, you want to sign more clients, you want to make more money from each client, and you want to scale your business to $20,000, $15,000, and $100,000 a month, etc. In December 2024, I hit $1 million in a single month for the first time. Here's proof, screenshot. I was only able to achieve this because of the following. We had predictable lead generation systems. We only sold to rich people and refused to sign or even speak to clients who don't have money. And we tracked every single metric in our business and followed our CAC to LTV sheet. The process is detailed inside of this video. Highly recommend you watch it if you want the blueprint to scaling significantly faster. And both of these links lead to the Client Ascension webinar. Then you get the final email in the automated sequence, which is offer for you. Hey Fabrizio, I've got an offer for you. If you sell a B2B offer or you run an agency, I can help you get it up to $30,000 a month as fast as possible by only selling to rich people. Here are some case studies. These are not typical results, but if you want us to help you build the exact process these guys used into your business, click here to submit an application, book a call, and get pricing to join Client Ascension. And again, this leads to the webinar and the landing page. Here's what will happen when you join, and if you're interested, click here to apply. And again, the webinar. So that's the 3 email sequence that you get. And you also get contacted by an appointment setter saying, hey name, Antoine here from Client Ascension. So you are looking for help on how to scale your B2B company. Do you have 5 minutes available right now? PS, I'm not a bot, but you can reply stop to opt out. So they're probably going to qualify you and try to book you on a call. So hopefully you can steal anything from this and implement it in your business. If you want inspiration from other top business owners, here's Charlie Morgan's $900,000 a month YouTube funnel.